What's up, everybody, and welcome back to An Idiot's Road to Glory, where we're having a little bit of a recap, and I'm going to level with you guys. The reason I'm showing you a couple of seconds of clips from the last episode is because I did something once I got this Blanc, as I showed you guys in the last episode, and we're going to see my team and obviously Blanc slotted straight into it. I then, unfortunately, for some reason, managed to delete the footage immediately after this. So I picked up one player and started testing him and Blanc out. And I'm going to show you guys who that is, but unfortunately, I don't actually have the footage of me buying him to show you me picking up. So instead, what I will do is I'll show you that this is the team that we ended on. Obviously, with Blanc coming in for Van Dijk, we sold our Van Dijk. We got 2 million coins. And then, if we do a lovely little transition in a second, you're going to see who it is going to be. So, I mean, it's not going to be particularly hard to spot. Obviously, that Virgil van Dijk is tradable. He's one of the only tradable players in our team. He is going out. And in fact, the other person that is going out is the other tradable player in our team, which is going to be the Fabinho. So, there it is. As you guys can see, we brought in none other than Foot Birthday Van Dijk. I did this kind of just because I wanted to try him, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if it's the best idea. We obviously could have just kept Fabinho, would have been absolutely fine. But what I decided to do, because I love Van Dijk so much, and because this 89 Van Dijk was only like 100k more than the 88 one, he's almost got the stats of the team of the year. Or he's probably the second best Van Dijk after the team of the year. The only issue is that he's a centre mid. So what I decided to do instead, and I mean, you guys are going to see in a second, his stats are ridiculous. 85 pace, 88 defending, 93 physical. And he costs like just over 300k when I paid like just over 200k for the other one, which is pretty nuts. He's up there. This one's got like way more pace than the player of the month and stuff like that. So what I decided to do was grab him, stick him in centre midfield. You've seen that he scored 2 goals in his first game for me because he's so dominant in the air. He was playing centre back, and David Luiz was playing CDM in game. So you see we had 2 million and now we've got 1.96. So I can't remember the exact amount over 2 million that we had, but there was about 100k difference between the two of them. And we went in and we played the game with them. And as you just seen, Van Dijk scored 2 goals in it, which is pretty crazy. So I was playing David Luiz CDM. I was playing Blanc and Van Dijk at the back. And it's almost like having it's better than having the player of the month Van Dijk, I'm pretty sure. And it's not quite obviously like having the team of the year one, but it's very close. It's as close as you can get with a Van Dijk, and he only costs 300k, which is pretty bloody nuts. I think, does he have a road to the final one that you could maybe pick up? But that one's like getting on for £1 million, I think. And it's not actually got better stats than this one. The only issue with it is that it is a centre defence. Well, it's a striker, but I converted it back to centre mid. And you then need to find someone to either who's a centre back to either play up front or to play CDM, as I did with David Luiz. So the next big thing, what you guys have probably all clicked on this video for, is that we went and bought Cristiano Ronaldo for the team. So this is something I've wanted to do for absolutely ages. I asked you guys whether we should buy Team of the Year Van Dijk quite a while ago now. Not that many episodes, because we haven't been uploading this as frequently, but I've been enjoying doing the road to Glory a lot more. And a lot more of you guys, as I've said before, seem to be enjoying watching it. So that's kind of gone out the window because we've got Blanc and David Luiz now. They are 2 untradeable centre-backs. And you're going to see in a second, actually, I'll give you guys a little bit of a spoiler. Basically, this episode is going to be, we bring in Ronaldo, we try out loads of different things with the team, and then at the end of this episode, I'm going to show you guys where we're up to with the team. So I was kind of tempted to do this in like multiple stages, where I was going to show you guys, I've got this team and I bought Ronaldo, and we try it out and didn't particularly like it. Well, we absolutely love Ronaldo, but we'll come on to that as we go through the video. So then I started like trying out different options, different players, different links, all different stuff like that. And I was going to make that like a different episode where we went from trying Foot Birthday Van Dijk to trying this player to trying that player. But instead, I've decided to just put it all into one episode for you guys, and I'm just going to show you what we did with the team. So we started off, as I've shown you, by buying this Van Dijk, by buying Ronaldo, by putting Blanc into the squad, and playing still in our 4-2-3-1, but we've replaced Fabinho and CDM with flashback David Luiz. We've picked up Cristiano Ronaldo to go up front, and we need a strong link to Cristiano Ronaldo, is what we were missing to get ourselves full chemistry. So to do that, we've got a few options. In fact, there's not that many options, and there's not really any god tier ones, but EA did just bring out a brand new Foot Birthday promo, and one of them was actually a centre attacking mid Douglas Costa. So it was if they planned it for me. Now that we've got a completely narrow formation, we need a strong link to Ronaldo in the centre. We need him to play wide cam because we have Rashford on one wide cam. We have Willian in the centre. It's as if by magic they dropped us this Douglas Costa. Now, I've used him in the past and I really didn't like him, and it's because he's got about 50 finishing or something stupid like this. I think this one's got 80. So if you slap like a dead eye on him or something along the lines of that, you can get him to, I think it's 95. I could be wrong. He might have 75 and he goes up to 90. But you can get a plus 15 finish. And so I was like, maybe you'll be okay. Maybe. So I decided to give him a go. Basically, I used normal Douglas Costa at the start of this Road to Glory. I really didn't like him, 5-star skills aside. But I thought I'd give him another chance, basically, is what I was thinking. He's obviously a birthday card. He's now 90 rated. He's got 99 pace. He's got really, really good dribbling. He's got 95 in that. 88 passing and 85 shooting. Like I said, slap a dead eye on him for them two. Convert him to striker, and he gets our Cristiano Ronaldo full chem. And of course, he's playing as a camp, but I use wide sort of players there. So I felt like it might actually be okay. You can see, actually, I forgot to record 2 games of Van Dijk. He didn't score a new one, but he managed to bag 2 headers in the first one. And he's so dominant in the air. It's absolutely crazy. The issue with it is just that you need to play a centre-back in CDM. Now, I don't know. Maybe there is better options than David Luiz. Unfortunately, my David Luiz and my Blanc are both untradeable, so not using them would be very silly, especially because they're both god tier players. If, for example, I had an untradeable David Luiz and an untradeable centre-back Matthias or something like that, you'd be onto something, and it'd work quite well. But as you guys are going to see in a second, it doesn't actually work out that well. So we came up against this guy. We were playing in Div Rivals, trying to do the Milinkovic-Savic objective. Everyone in Div 1 has got Cristiano Ronaldo, which is very unfortunate, but I now have him myself, and it turns out he's absolutely sick. And I've been practicing my skill moves, and we're actually going to do comment of the day. I was talking to you guys about this, and I've got another one to show you in this video. Actually, Kim Jong-oink, a Kim Jong-un parody account, said if you could do a little mini tutorial in one of these episodes about the meta skills, that would be great. He's got quite a lot of thumbs up, so we're going to do it. Not in this episode, but I will do it in a future one. There's how to do, as I've just shown you guys, as I've just done there, the chained elasticos, which is super easy to do and super effective. There is, he said the La Croqueta. That one's very simple. It's just a ball roll whilst holding L1, but I can show you guys where it's best to use it and stuff like that. And there's another one that you guys are going to see towards the end of this video, a new fake shot that I've started using that's quite good against people who AI defend down the wing. So I'll show you guys that as well as we get into it. There was La Croqueta. That's maybe not the best time to use a La Croqueta, but it's really easy. You just do a ball roll with L1. Drag backs, they're pretty good as well. Goals, also pretty effective for winning games. There was Rashford bagging a 2-0 for us. And we were doing pretty decent. The Ronaldo seemed quite good. He seemed like cheating, to be honest. If you actually seen him latching onto them through balls that just shouldn't be humanly possible to get to. He obviously, was he the one who bagged the goal in the first game? Yeah, he was. Of course he was, with all them La Croquetas. That was literally the first game I played with him. First minute, throws in a La Croqueta and a couple of elasticos or whatever you call them, and then smashes it top bins to make the guy rage quit. So I was like, oh my god, Cristiano Ronaldo is literally cheating. And I've now played a lot of games with him. I've played a lot of games of FIFA. This was a very unfortunate way to concede 2-2, but never mind. We played a lot of game of Div Rivals to do this objective, to get the Milinkovic-Savic. We didn't quite manage to win all of them. The ones that we had a free kick in the 93rd minute. We needed to score that to do it. And it turns, the most frustrating thing about this objective is that I absolutely loved doing it, and I really enjoyed playing FIFA, and I played about 20 games on Monday or something like that, which was mad when I first bought my Ronaldo. I was enjoying because I was trying out my Ronaldo for the first time, and I was enjoying it because I was doing this objective. But it's, the amount of draws I got is so frustrating, and it doesn't count for anyone. Like, you have to win, and you have to score with a Serie A player or score with a German player if you're doing the Boateng as well. My Ronaldo scored, but I didn't win. So that game meant nothing towards the objective. I mean, I have fun. I tried out my Ronaldo, but it's kind of frustrating at the same time. And then there was other games. I think one of them might actually be in this video, where obviously I haven't put like all 30 games that I've played since I last made the video. There was games where I would win the match, but Ronaldo wouldn't score. Or my new Douglas Costa wouldn't score. Basically, a Serie A player wouldn't score. And it was just really, really frustrating, to be honest with you. I enjoyed it, but it was kind of frustrating. And it did take a very long time to get 10 games, 10 wins with the Ronaldo actually scoring and doing the objective. And it was even more frustrating where I decided that playing David Luiz, you've seen in the last clip when I showed you guys my subs, that I had to bring David Luiz off because he was knackered by the 70th minute playing in CDM. So it was kind of a bit of a waste of him as well, to be honest with you. And then even in these games where this guy is giving away free wins because he wants to relegate himself down divisions that have an easier time doing the objective, I still couldn't get my Ronaldo to score. And then he scored an own goal and rage quit. So I got another win, but my Ronaldo didn't score. And that isn't even one of them. Like, that was just a silly one that I put in because it was funny. But there was actual games where I won games, but Ronaldo didn't get on the score sheet. Like, I'd score a goal with Willian and a goal with Player of the Month Rashford, and we'd win 2-0. And I couldn't get Ronaldo to score for the life of me. As you can see, that Willian is ridiculous. This Douglas Costa now 9 games in is not. So decided, whilst we took Van Dijk out of the squad for that game just to try him out and see whether the team fitted a bit better, I basically wasn't quite enjoying the team as much as I thought I was. So I was thinking maybe it's David Luiz, maybe it's Douglas Costa, maybe it's both. I'll test it out and I'll just bring Fabinho back in and see how it's going. Still didn't go particularly well. So we decided to sell the both of them. We sold Douglas Costa for 18,000 coins more than we bought him for, which means we lost about 2k because you'll lose 20k to tax on the 5% tax on 400k. And then this Van Dijk, we bought him for 338, and I think we sell him on for 339. Is that right? Yeah, 339. So we'll lose about 14k on him because of the tax, which is kind of annoying. So trying them both out cost us 16,000 coins. It's a weird one. I wouldn't recommend that Douglas Costa. His 5-star skills are great, and I've been really practicing my skill moves and stuff, and he's good for that. He just doesn't really seem to be in the proper positions. He's not very dominant, even though he's fast. His finishing isn't even that good, even with a chem style on him. I wasn't a fan. So I needed another strong link to Cristiano Ronaldo, and I decided to go and pick up Future Stars Bentancur. Now this guy is actually quality. He's really, really, really good. Obviously his normal card is pretty terrible because he's a young player who hasn't got a sick card yet. That's what Future Stars was, like predicting their potential. This one is mental. He's really, really, really good. And after a bit of dilly-dallying, I realized that this one was actually already a striker and would save me maybe some coins on... I was trying to snipe one, but obviously he's not in packs and he's been out of packs for ages, so them coming up is pretty infrequent. So I decided to just buy this one because it was a striker and stick him straight into my team because he fitted in there. I whacked an anchor on him, and honestly, this guy is mental. He's so good. I think he's about 6'4", which is really, really good for a CDM. That's what he plays. He plays in CDM for me. He's basically come in and replaced my Fabinho. So he's 6'2". He's got 98 stamina, which is awesome. He's got 88 jumping, but I've stuck an anchor card on him. So he's got 97. How does that work? Does he have 87 jumping? Have I just read that out? I don't know. He's got 88 pace with an anchor card on him and 93 defending. But what's really interesting is even the stats that don't look great for him are actually still really good. 85 passing is obviously decent, but he's got 99 short passing and 87 vision. He's just let down by crossing and free kick accuracy and stuff like that. So he's really, really, really good. Someone else who's really, 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 really good is for Birthday Willian. Absolute hero. I love this guy. His free kicks are sick. I was about to put Ronaldo on that one, and then I realised to try and get the goal, basically, to do the objective. Ronaldo's only got 70 odd free kick accuracy. Willian's got 99. So there we go. Smash that top bins. Thank you very much, Willian, for the goal. And we cracked on with the new team. Terrible pass by me aside there. It was actually really, really good. And Bentaleb was much more suited. We, as you've seen, just threw Kevin De Bruyne in at centre attacking mid. And we pushed Willian out wide for now until we had a little bit of a play around with the team. Willian was still sick and still doing bits out wide. There's a place where you guys want to be using the La Croqueta. And we got a bit of a jammy goal here. It drops back to Rashford. I cut it across to De Bruyne. And he finishes it off into the top corner in the 85th minute to make it 2-1. This is actually the game, isn't it? Watch this. This is the game in the 90th minute, as you guys are about to see. I remember putting this clip in. We nicked the ball off him with Willian. Play it in to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne round the corner to Cristiano Ronaldo. And we couldn't finish it off. That would have been the objective because we haven't scored with Ronaldo. I was trying so hard to score with Ronaldo and it just wouldn't quite go in. And it meant we didn't get, even though we won, we didn't get a tick towards Milinkovic-Savic. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Goals from Willian and Kevin De Bruyne mean that whilst we won, we didn't manage to do a bit of our objective. But we're enjoying the team much more. It was much more balanced. I was playing, I think, David Luiz. So the way I set my team up, whilst we were doing it, we obviously finished this one up. We scored 20 goals in Div Rivals and got ourselves a rare players pack, which is pretty cool. The way I set my team up, as I'm sure you guys who watch all of these videos might know or might remember, is I have my right CDM on stay back and basically to do the defending, and I have my left CDM on up and down. And this stems all the way back from having Fabinho and Paulinho, where Fabinho would sit back and Paulinho was an up and down centre mid. I obviously kept Fabinho and replaced Paulinho with Roy Keane, and he's been up and down. And he's kind of annoying because his finishing's pretty tragic. but he's not as clunky as Fabinho, so that's just the way that I did it. I did, when I got David Luiz, play Keane as the one who sits back and have David Luiz get forward because his long shots are ridiculous. But even that wasn't particularly working once I switched them around and tried David Luiz on the other side. It wasn't really doing much for me. So what I did is I just went back to what I've always known. I put Keane on the left and I used Bentancur as the replacement. Basically a direct replacement for Fabinho. Mad stamina, really strong, really tall, really good at defending. Better than him passing, better than him at dribbling. So basically just an upgrade, which is cool. And obviously allows us to get Cristiano Ronaldo into the team. That pack was terrible, but we just cracked on and played some more of the objective. But before we did that, as I spoke to you guys about, I was playing De Bruyne Cam in the middle and I was playing Willian wide. But I wanted to play Willian in the middle, but I didn't really want to play De Bruyne wide because he's super, super slow. So I tweeted out asking you guys who I should try out. People said Headliner Son. People said Foot Birthday Martial. People said Foot Birthday... Is it Foot Birthday Carnival? I don't know what one it is. Sané. I've tried that Sané and I really, really didn't like him. I was tempted by Martial, but something I realised is that whilst Headliner De Bruyne costs a fortune, he's not that much better than the Inform one. And the Inform one's only about 200k. So what I did was I picked up Heung-Min Son. And this is going to be basically the final team that we're up to now. I've caught you guys completely up on me going through and trying out all of the players. We jumped into a game. We brought in Son for De Bruyne. Willian went back into the middle. De Bruyne plays right cam now. And we came up against this guy with Player of the Month Royce and Cristiano Ronaldo trying to do both objectives at once. Now, me being an idiot didn't think to do this. I've got a Player of the Month Royce on loan and I haven't been subbing him on, which is very, very stupid. But a nice goal in the first minute from Cristiano Ronaldo. A very unnecessary triple elastico, but he finished it off anyway and smashed it in the far corner to make it 1-0, which was very, very nice. And we got our Ronaldo goal from the start. So it was kind of annoying doing these objectives in the sense of it made me play very, very differently. I wasn't just playing the game to have fun, to try my players, to win. I was playing the game to try and get Ronaldo specifically to score. And while it wasn't too bad with Ronaldo because he's my striker, this guy's Royce has obviously just banged a kickoff goal finesse shot like it's 2 months ago on the old patch. But basically what I'm getting at, whilst with Ronaldo it's okay. And in this game we were very lucky and could just play freely. That is the other skill move I was talking to you guys about. The drag back fake shot. I'll show you another example of it in a second. Son does it again. He's really, really good at it. When now trying to do Royce, because he plays cam, you have to... There you go. There's the elastico chaining again and Ronaldo scores. So I'll show you guys maybe in the next episode how to do all of this stuff, because it's really improved my game. And even whilst trying to force Ronaldo to score, we're still smashing people 5-1 to cut a long story short. But basically what I'm getting at is trying to make one player score is actually really hard. And it makes you play so much differently and makes it really hard to win. Now again, we were smashing people and I'm pretty sure Ronaldo scored in this game, and my team, as you can see it there, Son on the right, Rashford on the left, Willian in the middle, it was so much better. Bentancur CDM, we were playing really, really good and we were actually ticking stuff off. And in this again is the drag back fake into an absolutely naughty goal from Son. So you stop, you drag back fake inside, and he uses 5-star weak foot to smash his top bins and make it 3-0. And this guy is on the way to rage quitting. So the team is feeling much, much better. A lot better. It's really nicely balanced. Now, I'm not sure about picking up the Headliner Son. He's like an extra 400k and he's not that much better. I think it's just because he's got the potential to still be upgraded is giving him like an extra 250k on his price. But with the season almost coming to an end, might be worth actually grabbing him. Maybe once the season's finished we can pick him up. Maybe he'll get a team of the season and we can pick that up. But anyway, finally, we did Milinkovic Savic. And whilst trying to force Ronaldo to score, because he's playing up front and because he is Ronaldo, we could still win some of the games and we still didn't manage to do it. I'm not having as much joy with the Boateng, getting the Boateng and getting Royce to score, because he's playing cam, and trying to force your cam to score just makes you play so badly, basically. Weirdly. Oddly. Like I wouldn't normally play. Like Ronaldo will be through on goal and I won't pass it to him because I really want Royce to score. And it's properly stupid, but it just... I'm just not enjoying it as much. So we might avoid the Boateng. But we've got the Savic. He's a really good sub and he's also 89 rated, so we could throw him into an SBC. And I would quite like to put him in my team. Obviously, he gets a soft link to Ronaldo, but it comes again with the problem of I want to play him centre defensive mid next to Bentancur, or maybe instead of Bentancur. But it then comes with the issue of you need a centre mid or somebody else to then go right back, and you start getting all the same problems as you did swapping Van Dijk and flashback David Luiz. So that is the team. as you guys can see, I'll show you guys on the screen. That is what we are rocking with at the end of this episode, basically. We've done a lot of chopping and changing and trying new players and stuff like that. But we've got Ronaldo in. We've got 200k, sorry, to spare. And we're doing pretty good. We've got ourselves a Milinkovic-Savic. We're really enjoying the team. We're really enjoying playing FIFA. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing some FUT Champs with this squad this weekend. So there we go. Blanc in, Ronaldo in, Bentancur in, Son in, and we're absolutely smashing it. I'm going to leave this episode there for you guys. I've been doing a bit of FUT drafts, which I'll catch you up in the next episode, and we will open our FUT Champs and Div Rivals rewards. Obviously, we're now in Div 1, so we get 125k packs. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'll see you soon.